All right, art friends, are you ready to be inspired? This is the figure in 10 slides or less and stuff and things. Hey, the figure's so easy. When you think about it, all you got to do is pick up your pencil and ask your classmate, hey, hold still for a minute, I got to draw you. And you can just draw a figure. That's figure drawing right there. People have been doing figure drawing for a really long time. Like Leonardo da Vinci did it, and that was back in the long time agos. And he did this picture of Vitruvian Man where he was like trying to figure out the canon of proportion. You know, like how many heads tall is a guy? 7.5? Who knows? You know, another artist I always liked was Rodin. Not to be confused with Rodin, which is a giant monster who fights Godzilla. But Rodin did a lot of figures, including this one of the kiss. Hey, you think they're having a good time? They're just kissing? Oh, it actually turns out there's a bad story behind it. That girl is cheating on her fiancé with his brother, and his brother's about to walk in and stab them both. Anyway, Rodin did other things like the Three Graces. A lot of people did the Three Graces. Beyonce did the Three Graces. Well, it looks like it anyway. Look, you don't have to be great at drawing the figure. Here's some pictures. The one on the right of the basketball player, you don't even see the details of the basketball player. In fact, it's more like a silhouette in reverse with the paint all around him. And the same thing with the one on the left of the basketball player, with just the paint splats. It's a great way to just make art and use the figure without having to worry too much about proportion. Did I did it right? You know, it's still going to look really cool. Matter of fact, you can do abstract painting like these right here, where you can just using a lot of colors and just kind of getting the portions sort of right, pretty much right, but at the same time, you don't see any details. So it's a cool way to just get out some paint and you could do a figure drawing without even really knowing how to draw a figure. But you know what? You don't even have to do that. You can take a picture of your friend, do a drawing, cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and hold it up and turn her dress into a city or turn her dress into the ocean. Isn't that cool? It's still using the figure. All right, let's just say you had a big bunch of tape laying around and you're like, what am I going to do with all this clear packing tape? You could wrap up your classmate. If you did each part individually, then reassembled it, you could make a tape person. It's still the figure. And if you knew a couple of Photoshop skills, well, you could bring one of your photographs into Photoshop and you could add all kinds of cool glow brushes and you could have these kind of images too. It's all the figure. It's using the whole body to capture, in this case, movement. It's pretty cool. But if you do like photography, check out these kind of cool tricks like this. They just basically took a mirror into the woods and took a picture, but it looks so cool. You could probably find a lot of different tips and tricks you could do with photography, taking pictures of yourself using the figure. The figure is an easy one to do. There's hundreds of different types of figures out there, including Team Rocket. So be inspired. It's the figure. Let's make some art.